33 marketing myths that need to die. What if you believe something false that was costing you money? Well, I spent 10 days scouring the internet, testing the tab limit on Google Chrome, compiling a list of over 100 marketing myths. Then I added 20 of my own based on stuff my clients struggle with. I took that giant list and I simmered it down to not simply the myths that are the most common, but the myths that are the most costly. You know, the marketing myths that stop us from playing bigger, that hold us back from having more impact and making more money. Watching this video could unlock more profit for your business. So hold on to your tidy whities. We're going to move through these pretty quickly. Test yourself. See which ones you still believe in. So here are the top 33 marketing myths that need to die. We're starting with something controversial, and you can argue with me in the comments section if you want. Marketing myth number 1, AI can 10x your marketing results. No, most AI written content sucks, and we're quickly getting used to it, and we can spot it a mile away. AI is currently wildly inconsistent, meaning you have to double check it anyway, meaning you're spending the time anyway. So instead, use AI for brainstorming, for automation, for proofreading, for summarizing. These are perfectly fine uses. And if you're an artist, you'll be able to get good results with AI images. But otherwise, AI images look lazy and strangely kind of make you look out of touch. Marketing myth number 2, marketing doesn't work. No, people who believe this are just ignorant at how powerful and persuasive marketing is. I hear people say stupid shit like, I never let marketing influence me. I'm not swayed by ads. I choose things myself. If I see something I like, I do my own research. I use YouTube and blog posts. Okay, cool, bro. You've escaped the matrix. Well done. If you think marketing isn't working on you and you want a scary look at just how influenced we all are, then read the book Brand Wash by Martin Lindstrom and prepare to have your brain exploded out your ears. Marketing myth number 3, marketing doesn't really work for my business. No, this is a false belief held by the cynical and the impatient. And that's okay, we're here to help. There's an old adage about a business owner complaining that marketing doesn't work. And he tried everything to get customers, but he almost went broke, so he was forced to sell his business. He found a buyer by running an ad. Marketing works, but just like everything else in this world, it's your job to figure out how to make it work for you. Marketing myth number 4, if you build it, they will come. No, you've got to actually tell people. I wish this one was true, but we're all so obsessed with our own individual lives. If you don't tell me about your thing, I won't know it exists. And if you don't have content ready for me to find when I go searching for your thing, then I'm likely to buy from your competitor who does. In fact, smart operators begin their marketing before they even have their product or service ready. That way, as soon as they're ready for business, they already have a hungry audience waiting. Marketing myth number 5, if I can just make the product better. No, you already have a good thing. Making it 0.01% better will not improve sales. This one kills me. Even seasoned business owners go back and forward improving tiny percentages of their offer without realizing that the bottleneck is people not realizing about their product or service. If you're doing this, take a look at your monthly payroll, at how much is spent improving what is already good versus what's dedicated to improving your marketing machine to tell people about it. Marketing myth number 6, marketing is just advertising. No, see, anyone can run an ad, but without a clear understanding of what separates you from your competitors, your cost to acquire a customer will continue to grow until it gets to the point where you're no longer profitable. Identity is what separates enduring premium brands from all those who have come and gone. If you think marketing is just advertising, I'll bet you a box of craft beer that by believing this myth, you're currently burning through your ads budget, wondering what the hell is going on. Marketing myth number 7, digital marketing equals social media marketing. No, social media is just one tool in the toolbox. If you believe this myth, then you're playing a game competing with the biggest influencers in the world. And you will likely fail because you won't be able to convert the small amount of attention you get into dollars in the bank. But if you realize the role social plays in a smart marketing strategy, then you can acquire customers at a profitable rate consistently, even with a small audience. Social media is just one tool in the toolbox, but because it's so damn addictive, it gets all the attention, even from business owners who should know better. Marketing myth number 8, spend more equals make more. No, that's binary thinking that depletes marketing budgets. Effective marketing finds the right channels for your audience and laser targets a message to them. It's basically the opposite of just throwing money at ads. Small businesses can be incredibly successful with a smart, targeted approach. So let me give you an example. Many businesses run ads all year round through the busy season and the predictably quiet season. This is unnecessary. It causes buyer awareness blindness. And second, running ads all year round means small budgets, meaning you can't really do much with that budget. So instead, build a base of organic traffic with using quality content to get inbound lead flow. Then, before the predictably quiet season begins, you take your most successful content from the past year and you amplify it with an ad campaign and a unique offer timed to launch just before the leads usually dry up. This fills the valleys in your sales pipeline without wasting a single dollar. Marketing myth number 9, marketing creates demand. No, marketing's job is to find people who will want your thing. Your job is to make sure people will want your thing before you even bother making it. And so if your gut feeling tells you that you might be in this situation, you need to take action. So go back to the drawing board and figure out where the product to market mismatch is. Talk to your customers. Ask them what they like about doing business with you. Ask them what they don't like about your products. Ask your customers where they like to hang out, both in real life and digitally, and then show up in those places. Keep making adjustments until your thing starts to sell without you really needing to try too hard. And once that's happening, you can focus your full attention back to marketing, and you watch. It'll feel like you're playing on easy mode. Marketing myth number 10, vanity metrics matter. No, what matters is how many sales are being made and how much money is left over at the end of the day. See, metrics are simply indicators as to how far along the attention is making it from stranger to paying customer. But marketers and employees, they worry about vanity metrics because that's how they kind of gauge their efforts and justify their jobs. But to the business owner, it's the profit that matters. Marketing myth number 11, attribution is very important. No. Digital ads companies made up this metric called attribution to help ads managers justify their spending. However, this metric means nothing to business owners because that's not how awareness works. We know it takes at least 7 touch points with a brand or product before a purchase is even considered, let alone made. So by only using attribution as your guiding light, you'll go broke, you'll be alone, and you'll be sad. Yeah, attribution is very important when you're building lookalike audiences so you can find more people exactly like the ones who are already buying from you. But attribution is not at all useful when considering the effectiveness of your ad campaigns. Look, data monkeys will disagree with me and you can argue with me in the comment section. I'm happy to be proven wrong, but you as the business owner, you need to be smarter than that. Marketing myth number 12, ads are a silver bullet. No, ads are simply a message amplifying machine that runs on cash. So if your business isn't already taking traffic and converting it into profitable sales without the use of ads, then running ads will just drain your bank account. People say, if I just had more leads, I'd be fine. But rarely is that true. Most businesses have terrible or average marketing that fails to give epiphanies. They have leaky pipelines that let hot prospects go cold. And they're using counterproductive follow-up procedures that either fail to engage completely or actually scare genuine prospects away. Fix these things first until the statement, if I just had more leads, I'd be okay, until that statement rings true, because then you'll have the best chance of succeeding with ads. Marketing myth number 13, good marketing can fix a bad product. No, I'm sorry, you can't polish a turd. It will always be a turd. Even I've made this mistake too in the past, and I do even now. Sometimes I still get too confident and cocky and I believe that I can market my way through the problem. But the reality is that your product must be needed or wanted without using marketing. If you have something good from the beginning, then your marketing will be like a spotlight for the world to let them know what you've got. Marketing myth number 14, anyone who feels like becoming a marketer can do it. No, just because someone consumes marketing, it doesn't mean that they can strategize, create, and execute a marketing campaign that brings in results. This is the reason why the world is full of shitty ads and boring content. However, if you're a business owner and you feel that maybe you don't understand enough about marketing, you could be tempted to abdicate responsibility for your marketing and get your team to do it. Don't do this. Your business's most difficult and impactful job is to figure out how to attract and convert. So until you can afford a CMO, you're wearing that hat. So skill up and do it as fast as possible. Marketing myth number 15 is that marketing is only for lead generation. No. People's names at the top of a funnel are just that, they're just names. Without marketing that hits the key parts of the buying cycle, then you'll end up with a business that is relying heavily on your sales team. This is risky and puts the business in a fragile position. See, the best salespeople demand the best salaries and bonuses, and that just eats away at your bottom line. Not to mention keeping hungry salespeople like that happy because they're going to get poached, and then your process of finding excellent salespeople starts all over again, and you may even have to pay them more. But if you get rid of this myth that marketing is just lead gen and build your marketing properly, you won't be at the mercy of salespeople. Excellent marketing results in customers lining up with their wallets open, demanding that you take their money. Marketing myth number 16 is that marketing should work instantly. No, if you already have an established brand and you've got marketing assets and a customer base, yeah, sure, you can do some pretty amazing things pretty quickly. But otherwise, you need time to do the work. Think farming, not hunting. A marketing strategy worth its weight is all about planting seeds, watering, tending, and harvesting entire crops of happy customers. Yes, ad campaigns can work instantly, but only if you've done the hard work already. Marketing myth number 17, anything that's done to get your name out there. No, believing this only justifies vague, pointless spending. So every marketing action decision should have a specific purpose and a measurable goal. Otherwise, it's called pretending to play business. People who do stuff to get their name out there are delusional about how marketing works and how money is made. And guess who's making all the money from these suckers? Magazines, newspapers, local sporting clubs, merch companies, local directories, boosted social posts, random networking events, trade shows, the list goes on and on. Now, all of the above can be useful at the right time and place, but just because you don't have a strategy on how to leverage all that attention for your advantage, it doesn't mean that the businesses providing these activities won't happily still sell you them and take your money. Marketing myth number 18, all publicity is good publicity. No, that's just fucking stupid. If all publicity was good publicity, then the phrase PR nightmare, it wouldn't even exist. And it doesn't have to be a full-on PR disaster either, because negative messaging from bad PR can turn a customer off you for life. And if the publicity reach is big enough, then there's going to be a hell of a lot of people who will always associate you with negativity. Jared from Subway. Marketing myth number 19, branding is just a logo and a pretty font. No, branding is what people think and feel when your name is mentioned. Branding speaks volumes of information in a short amount of time. Branding justifies your price. Branding takes time to build, and it needs to be maintained. Making a logo and selecting a pretty font is checkers. Branding is playing chess. Marketing myth number 20, PR is just overpriced marketing. No, PR is something you'll see the best in the game investing heavily in. Why is that? Because they understand that PR is playing 4D chess. That's why the lion's share of their resources are dedicated to it. PR is what you invest in when you have plans that go for years, not months. Marketing myth number 21, more content equals better results. No, optimizing for more content almost always results in average quality content. And average quality content will make you look average. But a rabbit hole of quality content that takes people on a journey and gives them epiphanies can make people open their wallets and demand you take their money in only a few days. So the simplest way to avoid coming off average because of your average content is to just avoid batch making your content. Because if you create content as you need it, you'll be able to take advantage of the feedback loop and you'll naturally level up the quality of your content. Yes, I know it can be a pain and hard to stay consistent, but what do you want? To be average and charge average prices and have average business problems? Or to be excellent and charge what you're worth and take your seat at the big table? Marketing myth number 22, marketing needs to be highly polished. In other words, professional. No, in fact, the more polished your stuff looks, the more likely people are to swipe away and disregard it because it comes across like an ad or corporate style fluff. See, we've all been fed stupid corporate style marketing for years. And our brain is trained to think it's probably going to be boring, uninspired, and maybe even not trustworthy. So stock images? No. Mission statement on your homepage? No. Logo front and center? No. Even raw, unedited content can create an incredible amount of trust. People are okay with flaws. People want to feel connected. And people don't care if your photos aren't perfect or if there's typos in your social posts. They just don't care. Marketing myth number 23, you need a website. No, you don't, not at all. There are plenty of alternatives. When and if the time comes and you have a defined need for a website and it's part of a well thought out strategy, then and only then should you build one. Why? Well, because for the most part, websites are just overpriced business cards. But the biggest problem with websites, they need traffic. Without traffic, a website is just like a beautiful mansion on a hill with you, the owner, sitting in the third floor window of the guest room, just looking out, waiting, hoping someone will come and visit you, but they don't. Now, I joke about it, but it's really sad, the number of people who come to me for help to get customers, but they've already blown their entire budget building a gorgeous website that doesn't get them customers. So please, unless you know you need a website, just hold off and use that budget more wisely. Marketing myth number 24, you need a big audience. No, you don't. See, I've been doing this for a while and I've seen behind the curtain on many businesses. There are audiences of 500,000 who can barely monetize $100,000 a year. And on the flip side, there are businesses with a 500-person email list that are generating $300K a year. Tell me, which would you prefer? To pitch to a room of 10 ideal perfect prospects or to a room full of 100 randos? In fact, it's not uncommon to see large YouTube channels and large social followings, especially Facebook lookalike audiences, and people just wiping them out and starting from zero because they've realized their audience is full of the wrong people. So don't let the vanity metric of audience size make a sucker out of you. Marketing myth number 25 is that you need to go viral. No. Just like you don't need to win the lottery to become wealthy, you don't need to go viral on social media to build an amazing business. The problem with chasing that one post that's going to blow up and take your business to the moon is that it takes skill and practice and talent, and it takes time. And despite how hard you work or how much you want it, it might not happen. So instead, just focus on creating marketing that speaks to your ideal customer. And if they feel that there's value to what you're doing, they'll follow down the rabbit hole. They'll start understanding their problem more. They'll realize that you could be the solution and they'll want to explore doing business with you. And anyway, by doing it this way, if you do go viral, you'll have a money scooping machine ready and waiting. Marketing myth number 26, you must do video. No, you don't need to do video if you don't want to do video. There are plenty of people whose marketing consists of just words or images or both. The reason why they succeed is because they've found a format that they like and that they can be consistent with. And because of that consistency, they get regular feedback. And that feedback loop keeps the quality improving and their influence grows and so does their bottom line. So if you don't want to do video, find a social media that you like and double down on it. Or start a Substack. Or do both. Marketing myth number 27, you need to email daily. No, you don't. And in fact, if you're not good at email marketing, then emailing every day will probably start to work against you. Sending your list an email just once a week is totally fine and it'll give you a platform to keep your audience up to date, ready for when you want to make an offer. Hell, even sending just one email a month, that'll still keep your list alive. However, if you do decide you want to email every day, then either A, hire a professional, or B, become a student of email marketing yourself. Marketing myth number 28, you need to be attractive to be on camera. No, most people are average looking, and regardless of our looks, we all like to feel connected. We yearn for connectivity. Now, if you're selling clothes, then sure, hire some models. But if you're sharing a weekly update from inside your showroom or inside your office, or if you're teaching something, no one cares that your hair isn't perfect or that your jawline isn't chiseled. Literally no one cares. We all want to connect with real people. We want to hear real stories. Your appearance is your insecurity, so own it and deal with it. Now, I'm not saying that you must be on video. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that the excuse to not be on video because you're not attractive enough is bullshit. Marketing myth number 29, video production needs to be professional. No, we're all used to the majority of content being filmed in selfie mode on cell phones. The content of what you're saying is way more important than cinematic lighting, snappy intros and choreographed transitions. High-end professional corporate looking stuff just turns people off. Usually the only ones who like that stuff are the people who are paid to make it. I mean, this is being filmed on an iPhone. I'm in a hotel in Vietnam. You can probably hear the people down the hallway. And my lighting source is a window that's slowly getting darker as the afternoon goes on. Sometimes I'll use a light like this. The most important thing is what you're saying. The second most important thing is your microphone. See, people will put up with crappy video and bad lighting, but they won't put up with bad audio. So that's probably the one thing you definitely need to make sure you've got sorted. Marketing myth number 30, you need to be everywhere on every platform. No, you don't, and I'm going to push back on this be everywhere narrative. Yes, being everywhere, of course, is good. But this is a terrible myth that holds people back from getting up and getting started and getting traction and making money. And here's why, because if you try and be everywhere before you have steam train-like momentum, you will almost certainly be overwhelmed, and this is a death trap for consistency. And being consistent is a prerequisite for winning in business. So instead, just pick a channel you like and start having fun with it. Later, once you get the hang of it and you've learned how to be consistent, then you can branch out into another channel if you want to do so. Remember, you're way more likely to get customers by going deep on one channel than going shallow on many channels. Gee, it is dark and stormy out there. We've got to finish this before the rain gets too heavy. Okay, marketing myth number 31, blogs don't work anymore. No, of course people still read words. It's how we research our holidays, or for the Americans, their vacations. It's how we evaluate what headphones to purchase. It's how we mould our political views. It's how we learn the intricacies of gardening and raising the perfect tomato. It's how we fill in the gaps of history that school didn't teach us. It's also how we vet our advisors. However, it's the blogs that are keyword stuffed that we don't really read anymore because we hate reading that junk. Just do a Google search on any random topic and you'll find blogs on the first page of results. Now, you can still build your own website and put your own blog on your own website, but that's kind of like the really, really long way of doing things. Just take the shortcut, just start a Substack, it's way easier. That's where I share my stuff. Myth number 32, that you have to be an influencer. No, you don't. And if you're a business person, do yourself a favor and study the economics behind how influencers make their money. You'll be shocked and immediately realize that it's a perilous path and absolutely not required. Look, if you're the kind of person who wants to be famous, go for it. But for me, I couldn't think of anything worse. Influencer life is relentless and you don't need to become one for your marketing to work. Instead, focus your marketing around your prospects and your products. That's plenty enough to get people interested and want to know more. And if the time comes where you want to leverage a certain element of your marketing for a promotion or for a season, go ahead and hire an influencer to help you. It's the exception for an influencer to be a successful business person. But smart business people use influencers as part of their marketing strategy all the time. Marketing myth number 33, you need to be on social media. No, you don't. This myth holds people back who would love to be in business, who have the stomach for it, but simply or intelligently, they just loathe social media. So no, you don't need to be on social media. But you have to be somewhere. People need to be able to receive messages from you, and they need to be able to explore your offering and then take action. So if you don't like social, try email. If you don't like email, try YouTube. If you don't like YouTube, start a newsletter. If the idea of starting a newsletter makes you want to pull your hair out, then try Google search ads and point them to a few carefully crafted web pages, or to your web store, or to a few pages on your Substack that lead people to connect with you. We had to pause for some heavy rain, but I think we've made it through. So there we have it, 33 marketing myths. Which ones did you find interesting? Which ones did you disagree with? Which ones did I miss? I'd love to know your thoughts. If you want to get more clients, use the How Many Clients calculator linked below. Otherwise, this next video is about how I trick my brain to get more shit done without overwhelm. I'll see you in the next video.